Okay, time for another update. And I'm just going to show kind of where I am to catch everybody up with what I've done so far. You can see that I was working on this side. I had a couple places that were bad, and I showed you prior to this what it looked like. So this is finished as far as the laminate. So I've got 2 layers of carbon fiber cloth and 2 layers of biaxial glass under that. So when you start doing this, you think it's maybe smaller than it really is, but I had to keep grinding and grinding until I got anything that was bad or delaminated in any way. I've taken it out. Even this was a small crack. By the time you grind it, fill it, put in adequate layers of fabric with resin, it gets like this. Now, all I'm going to do is just lightly sand this by hand and then start filling it in with fairing compound. And go back on the other side. I've got another little patch. Yeah. So these are pretty good. These are going to be plenty strong enough, and there's room. If you look at a fair line going down the hole, and I use kind of a batten for that. When I fair it in, it's going to come out really nice. And then I'm going to attempt to do the gel coat. Let's go up on the boat. I want to show you something else. All right. This is the cross beam where the bolt comes through here. And there's a fitting that gets through bolted here. It looks like this. So, as this boat was being salvaged, that fitting came out, it pulled out, and there was 2 holes here. Basically, it ripped it straight through. So I've gone ahead and made a repair. I put a 1/4 inch, I think it's called G10 fiberglass plate. I put that underneath, and I'm not going to crawl under there and show you, but I epoxied it up from the inside. Then I've got this carbon cloth glassed in, and I'm going to obviously clean it up, sand it. Essentially, I made a band going across. You know, I ground away a relief area from this angled face all the way over the top, and then an angled face on the other side. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 layers of carbon there. So my next plan is to fair this out, put the beam down, find a way to transfer the mark to where that bolt's going to be. So you can see the bolt comes through, and the bolt will screw into. Bolt comes through the beam, essentially screws into this. So I need to locate this where it's going to be. Drill the 2 holes for this threaded piece, and then mount that back up there. I used epoxy resin here, and I think that's good. So you're not supposed to use gel coat over epoxy. So what I'm going to do is just paint this small repair. Everything else on the boat is gel coat, so that's going to stay gel coat, but this area will be painted. And I'm going to show you something else, my next video, of how I fix the spray hood. Alright, you can see I've got it off the boat. There's a spray hood that covers this area, and it was cracked. If you look back in the other videos, you can see it was essentially smashed. So I'm going to show you that now.